They say, what goes around comes around. But have you ever truly stopped and wondered if that's real? Imagine this. One day, you turn your back on someone who once gave you everything. And years later, you find yourself in the same place, abandoned, forgotten. This isn't just a story. It's a reminder, a life lesson about karma. Long ago, there was a mother. She was not rich. She didn't have fancy clothes or fine jewelry. What she had was strength and an endless well of love. She worked 2 jobs, cleaning houses during the day and sewing clothes late at night just to provide for her only son. Every coin she earned went to him. She skipped meals so he could eat, walked miles so he could take the bus to school. Her life was sacrifice, but she carried it with quiet dignity. As the boy grew, he began to notice his friends had more, better shoes, bigger houses, fathers who came home with gifts. He sometimes felt embarrassed by his mother's worn clothes and tired face, but she never complained. She simply smiled and reminded him, "Study hard, son. One day, your life will be better than mine." And so he studied. He graduated. He found a job. And eventually he moved away from the little home where his mother still waited for him. In the city, everything looked different. Skyscrapers, bright lights, endless noise. The young man built his career quickly, climbing the corporate ladder. He bought expensive suits, a new car, and made friends who laughed at his jokes. They admired his success. But deep down, a part of him began to change. When he visited his mother, he noticed her gray hair, her wrinkled hands, and her small, modest house. Instead of gratitude, he felt shame. He worried that his new friends might see her and judge him. So one day, he made a decision that would haunt him forever. He drove his mother to a nursing home far away. He told her, "It's better for you here. You'll be taken care of." She clutched his hand, begging, "Please, let me stay with you." But he pulled away. He told himself he was too busy, that he had no time. Deep down, he simply didn't want the burden. That day, as she wept, he turned his back, and from then on, his visits grew fewer and fewer. The years rolled by. His career soared. His house grew larger. He went on vacations, dined in fine restaurants, smiled in photographs. Outwardly, he was living the dream. But something inside felt hollow. His phone rang less often. The friends he once trusted moved on. And when he was home alone at night, in the silence, he sometimes remembered his mother's face, her tears the day he left her. Yet he pushed the thought away. Success, he believed, was all that mattered. Time, however, is relentless. The man grew older. His once strong body weakened. His hands began to tremble. His eyesight dimmed, and his voice lost its power. He had children of his own now, children he once promised to give the best life. But they were busy, always busy. Work, travel, their own families. When he asked them to visit, they said, "Next week, Dad, maybe next week." He waited. He hoped. But the visits never came. Then one evening, his daughter spoke the very words he once told his own mother. "Dad, it's better for you to live in a care home. We're too busy to take care of you." In that instant, his world shattered. He saw his younger self in her eyes. He remembered the car ride when he abandoned his mother. He remembered her tears. And now, he was living the same story word for word. What goes around truly does come around. Alone in his small room at the nursing home, he thought of the past, the sacrifices his mother made, the love she gave, the hunger she endured so he could eat. And he remembered the one moment that defined everything. The day he turned her away. Tears streamed down his face. Karma wasn't punishment, it was a mirror, a reflection showing him the pain he once caused, a reminder that every choice carries a weight, a consequence. So what's the lesson here? It's simple, yet powerful. Life is a circle. Every action plants a seed. When we choose kindness, the seed grows into compassion. When we choose neglect, the seed grows into loneliness. We don't escape the garden we plant. We live in it. And sooner or later, we will eat the fruit of our own actions. So today, if you still have your parents, call them. If you still have friends, forgive them. If you still have loved ones, hold them close, because the way you treat others will one day be the way you are treated. Remember, what goes around comes around, and sometimes it comes sooner than you think. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love. Leave a comment with your own life lesson, and don't forget to subscribe so together we can keep these stories alive.